Local businesses, come to me because this video is just for you. I give you a warm welcome. I am Ale Lorenzi. Welcome here on the channel. And if you are following me on other platforms like Spotify, welcome and definitely subscribe. Follow the podcast. I wanted to record this content with some updates because looking at the statistics of my YouTube channel, one of the most viewed videos was precisely about ads and advertising campaigns for local businesses. So, since quite a bit of time has passed since that video, even though everything discussed in that video is still valid, I thought, you know what? Let's try to record another piece of content to bring even more value to the channel and the podcast by providing even fresher content, which I would also call complimentary. So, my invitation is to go watch that video to get inspiration from everything said there and then complement it with this one. Today, in fact, I will talk to you about 3 strategies to use with local businesses. So this video is primarily aimed at all the people who have a local business and want to move forward with advertising campaigns. We will mainly talk about Meta, but there will also be videos for other platforms, always for local businesses. This video is also aimed at all those media buyers, advertisers, and agencies that follow local businesses and need some extra tips. So let's get straight to the point because the video I recorded a while ago on the channel, I repeat, is still very valid, but it is pre-COVID, so there are some aspects to highlight. Now, after COVID, everything has obviously changed. After the pandemic, many of our habits have significantly changed. I have talked and talked about it right here on the channel in all my content dedicated to marketing, advertising, and so on. And in part, if we want, it has undoubtedly indeed become even more difficult to bring people into a local business. I'm sure that if there are people with local businesses listening, they are definitely nodding in agreement because indeed during the pandemic, you had to absolutely and completely reinvent yourselves a bit, my dear local businesses. You had to do it indeed, definitely. Maybe you came up with online stores, you came up with online delivery, all very important and correct actions at the time. Some of you I know have continued these practices because they turned out to be successful cases, etc., etc. So that's great. At the same time, nowadays, getting people into your physical stores has become even more difficult than in the past. Therefore, it has become even more important to implement a series of strategies that actually allow you to bring these people to you. The very first thing I suggest you do in terms of advertising campaigns is to think about the very important and crucial behavior you want your user to take in your strategy. So today, people are in a hurry. They don't want to waste time. They want to immediately understand where you are located. They want to know how to contact you. They literally don't want to waste time looking for information that might be easily accessible from your point of view, but for them it's not. Often, when I see advertising campaigns specifically for local businesses, one of the most frequent comments under the ads is, "Where are you located? How can I contact you?" And it's exactly this feedback that we receive from the advertising campaigns that makes us understand how people nowadays are in a hurry to get this information and no longer want to waste time. So, one of the strongest strategies that I feel like recommending to you today is to get people to contact you even before they enter your store or point of sale or whatever it is. How can you do it in different ways? Nowadays, Meta offers us many options, and one of the strongest ones I've tested in my experience is the WhatsApp mobile application. On one hand, WhatsApp slows down the person because they still have to give their phone number to get in touch with you, and this mainly happens with online businesses. However, with local businesses, this barrier is significantly reduced. In fact, people, just to know where you are, how they can contact you, and what you sell, don't have many issues calling you or messaging you on WhatsApp. Therefore, a Meta Ads campaign that can work very well for you and be very effective is to connect WhatsApp Business, obviously with a purpose. What does this mean? Give people a reason why they should contact you. A proven strategy that works very well is to have customers contact you on WhatsApp to get, for example, your menu, if you are a restaurant, a rotisserie, an ice cream shop, and so on, such as. If you are a different type of local business, like maybe a beauty salon, a hairdresser comes to mind, or even a mechanic, you might consider signing up to offer a discount voucher for a checkup or a first visit, etc., or a free visit. Dentists come to mind, offering a free first visit, etc. Getting people to sign up via WhatsApp is very interesting because, as we've seen, it greatly reduces the barrier of distrust that exists when we use WhatsApp for other purposes, in advertising campaigns, for example, on a national cold audience, which is much broader and becomes a significant hurdle to overcome. The second type of advertising campaign that is currently working very well for local businesses, And here I invite you to check out a video on my YouTube channel that was released recently and that you can use for your local business. So go look for it, our contact forms. Nowadays, the contact forms on Facebook are not what they used to be a few years ago. Today, they are much more refined, capture information better, understand better who should respond, and moreover, Meta now gives you the possibility to include a lot of information within the contact forms. Especially the idea of giving a small gift once the form is fully and successfully completed. And here I suggest you do two things. Either give them something such as a re-laugh, which is good for satisfying their needs. For example, if they request it from you, the menu, the discount voucher, the information, etc., or contact them directly to provide this information first. This way, you do your healthy lead generation, you get their name, surname, phone number, for example, a classic form but with an added hook of giving something in return immediately upon correct submission. This allows you to have contact with someone who has purchase intentions and greater interest in what you're offering. At the same time, it enables effective lead generation so that tomorrow, if there's a promotion needing announcement, news about new menus or locations, you can quickly inform all contacts. So start thinking from the perspective of creating your own list and begin collecting contact details, phone numbers, and additional relevant details and other necessary information in order to have traffic that you can control in the future. A major difficulty that you notice when entering any local business, perhaps a bit less after the pandemic but still present, is actually having traffic that you can actually control. You have no idea how many hairdressers, restaurants, etc., want to let everyone know about their Christmas promotions, packages, etc., but they don't have a contact list. This is an excellent starting point. Begin your lead generation so that when you have information you want to convey, you can do it both organically by leveraging your contacts and through advertising campaigns. This is very important. We've reached the third point, equally valid and current. But if you haven't done so yet, subscribe to this channel because for you it's an operation that takes just a few seconds. But for me, it's extremely important and allows this channel, which has been around for many years, to thrive. So thank you. The very last strategy I feel like recommending to local businesses today is to have a bit more fun with communication. Let me explain better. Nowadays, there are many trends. One thing that has been observed over the years is the tendency of users to comment and share their opinions both positively and negatively. I think that in just a few seconds, any of you can recall a moment when you saw a post, maybe just passing by, and noticed tons of comments underneath, almost looking explosive. Maybe they were positive or negative comments, I won't go into that, but it's to help you understand the mechanism. Nowadays, people on social media are definitely eager to share their opinions. So why not think about content for your page, your Instagram profile, and ride the trends? Maybe a trending movie comes out, maybe a trending joke comes out, maybe a topic comes up where you feel like you want to share your opinion. Obviously, it must always be related to your field, or you need to find a way to step out of your sector in some way while still bringing it back to your sector in your specific field. Let me explain better. Maybe you want to ride a trend like a newly released movie. Clearly, that movie might not have much to do with you, right? Imagine a florist, Barbie comes out, I'm literally making a random example. He could create a highly effective and impactful communication by riding the wave of the Barbie movie, saying that he is also very ready and prepared for Barbie because he has a series of pink flowers, for example. This is a really easy example that I just improvised, but it's to make you understand how extremely important it is in terms of communication to indeed leverage market trends because people can't wait to share their opinions. This allows you to have content that, when conveyed, goes very strong, and especially if you pair it with a small advertising campaign budget, you stimulate the desire of your target audience to express themselves. Obviously, if you are a local business, your reach is limited, not national, and so word of mouth starts and people begin to talk about that content, etc. The important thing, of course, is that if you move away from your niche, like in the case of the Barbie movie I mentioned earlier, you still try to bring it back to you. So for example, flowers, etc. Don't leave the trend bare and raw, but always try to contextualize it to your reality. And then my advice is to pair it with a small interaction advertising campaign so that people are encouraged to interact, leave comments, and share their thoughts. This obviously brings you a lot of visibility and interest, and believe me, people will share a lot. Many brands, even large ones, have been concentrating on this type of activity in recent years. In fact, I think of Raya Rare, who, with funny posts and small advertising campaigns on those posts, definitely makes things really go viral and gets people talking. And this is another very important aspect, especially because you are indeed dealing with a specific range of action, meaning your audience is geographically localized and not national. This obviously allows you to reach many people and to be seen and known by many people. These were 3 strategies that you can apply immediately if you have a local business. Let me know if you want more, maybe even on other platforms. I'm Ale Lorenzi, thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.